Welcome to VAR India News Hour. The limitations in penetration testing, that is pen test, we need to understand. Penetration testing attempts to exploit potential vulnerabilities to identify whether unauthorized access or other types of malicious activities are possible. Also known as a pen test, it is an authorized and controlled attack against your network or computer system to discover susceptible vulnerabilities. Penetration testing, commonly referred to as pen testing, is a technique that simulates real-life attacks on your IT systems to find weaknesses that could be exploited by hackers. Whether to comply with security regulations such as ISO 27001, gain customer and third-party trust, or achieve your own peace of mind, penetration testing is an effective method used by modern organizations to strengthen their cybersecurity posture and prevent data breaches. However, many companies collect various types of data in the name of understanding the vulnerabilities. There are several types of security breaches that help expose vulnerabilities, such as unsanitized inputs that are vulnerable to security breaches, for example, code injection attacks. Network penetration testing covers a broad range of checks, including insecure configurations, encryption vulnerabilities, and missing security patches, in order to determine the steps a hacker could take to attack your organization. Security professionals often categorize this test into two different perspectives, that is external and internal. Experts say external weaknesses are considered to pose a more serious threat than internal ones. For one thing, a hacker has to overcome an external security barrier before accessing your internal networks and pivoting the other systems. If you haven't conducted any kind of penetration testing before, an external or a perimeter test is often the best place to start, as the perimeter is the easiest thing for attackers to get to. If you have trivial vulnerabilities in your internet-facing infrastructure, that's where the hackers will start. However, the most important is the web application penetration testing attempts to uncover vulnerabilities across websites and web applications such as e-commerce platforms, content management systems, and customer relationship management software. Some of the common vulnerabilities detected during a web app penetration test include database injections, cross-site scripting, that is XSS, and broken authentication. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Bringing petrol, diesel under GST will reduce taxes, says Nitin Gadkari. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari said bringing petrol, diesel and other petroleum products under GST will reduce taxes on them. It will also increase the revenue of both the centre and states, he added. In the GST Council, finance ministers of states are also members. Some states are against bringing petrol and diesel under GST, Gadkari said. However, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will definitely try to bring petrol and diesel under GST if she gets the support of the state governments. RBI must introduce digital currency soon rather than experimenting with CBDC. The Reserve Bank of India must expedite the floating of the central bank digital currency, that is CBDC, or should collaborate with other nations for an international digital currency and not let the digital dollar to be the effective digital currency of the world, said former Finance Secretary Subhash Chandra Garg while addressing an industry event. He was part of a discussion on whether it's time to say yes to cryptocurrencies. The former finance secretary was of the opinion that digital currencies are indeed the future and the technology is robust, but he expressed doubts over whether the private cryptocurrencies would stay relevant in the future. Zomato's loss widens to Rs 430 crores in the September quarter. Zomato's revenue more than doubled as orders on its food delivery business zoomed from operations rose 140% to Rs 1,024 crores as against Rs 426 crores in the same period last year. At the same time, its consolidated net loss widened to Rs 430 crores for the July to September quarter as against Rs 229 crores in the year-ago period. That compares with a loss of Rs 356 crores in the preceding 3 months. The company's gross order value rose 158% for the quarter of rupees 5,410 crores from a year earlier. The Gurugram-based company also said it was investing in logistic tech firm Shiprocket, savings app MagicPin and fitness firm CureFit, and added it will invest $1 billion more over the next 1 to 2 years, with a large chunk likely going into the quick commerce space. Google loses appeal of $2.8 billion fine in EU antitrust case. The internet giant Google has lost its appeal against a $2.8 billion antitrust fine issued by the EU's competition regulator. The fine was issued against Google for favoring its own price comparison shopping service in its service results over its competitors. The decision by the Luxembourg-based General Court related to a 2017 decision by the European Commission, the bloc's executive branch, to fine Google 2.4 billion euros, that is about $2.8 billion, for giving preferential treatment to its own price comparison shopping service over rival services. The court said the Commission correctly found that Google's practices swatted away its argument that presence of merchant platforms showed there was strong competition. Hyderabad to become a surveillance city. Human rights watchdog Amnesty International has said that Hyderabad is on brink of becoming a total surveillance city. It's almost impossible to walk down the street without risking exposure to facial recognition, it said. The agency further said that we are concerned that law enforcement practice of using tablets to stop, search and photograph civilians without charge could be used for facial recognition. Hyderabad is the most surveilled city in the world and a command and control center meant for connecting Telangana's facial recognition capable CCTV infrastructure was being constructed there. The organization has launched a campaign aimed at demanding the government to stop the use of facial recognition technology for mass surveillance in India. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.